Okay. Looks like the microphone's actually picking up the first time around. We're on the wrong screen. That's my bad. I'm getting started in a rush. I need to pull up my playback because my computer restarted and it went away. Where'd it go? Found it. Everything works. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to use this. Satisfactory shortcut. Okay, so Satisfactory 1.1 releases in like 5 days, which I am super excited for. I'm also way backed up on a lot of things. There's a part of me that wanted to do Dredge today because, as we found out the other day, the Iron Rig has a lot more to do than I originally thought it would. And we still haven't even touched the Pale Reach. Of course, we got Witcher 3 that we're going to do Saturday morning at about 5 a.m. 5 a.m.? Roughly around 5 a.m. There's a ton of stuff that I've wanted to get back into. I've wanted to get back into Tarkov because Tarkov wiped back in November, December, somewhere around there. And that's when they fucked up the hideout because now you can't use auction items. And I want them to undo that change. They haven't yet. Also hasn't wiped yet, I don't think. I haven't heard any hype about it. So, despite all the things I want to do, we're doing some Satisfactory. We got most of the iron production, like, started last time. We might need to get fancy with a couple numbers. Most of the iron should be handled. If we need to make any more, we'll deal with that. But just about everything should be able to run. Should be able to run to the primary facility now. What am I standing on? A miner. 60 per minute. 240 per minute, so that's 300 per minute. Okay, so we're definitely going to need a conveyor Mark IV. So at least get that started. God, this is going to be a whole thing. I'll start with the other side. So, power's still running. which is very good. I guess it turns out I wouldn't have actually needed to wait around off stream, whatever day that was, to make all the parts I ended up needing for reinforced steel beams. Because last stream we spent probably close to 3 hours working on this junk. And here we are now, still working on this, and I will be thoroughly surprised if we actually get everything, like, piped up correctly. What the fuck's up there? Hang on, guys, the ADD is kicking in. There's some bacon and garlic there. Come on, come on, come on. Give me a lift. Thank you. Oh, Christ, we're halfway in the rock. Picking that up before that becomes a problem. Oh, motherfucker! I was not expecting 20 of them. All that for one freaking... We never talk about this again. This didn't happen. We are never mentioning that cave again. I totally don't have problems. Totally don't have problems. You are a 120. Okay, so that means... Alright, that's probably why I did the tier 3 belt because it's... I don't have any freaking things left. Come on, give me lift, give me lift, give me lift. I know you can do it, I know you can do it. Thank you. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna do that here because we got the thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And conveniently, that's about even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, it's perfect! I didn't even plan that out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. How close are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Too far. Back here? Not perfect, but we do gotta get the water in. Water's gonna come from that way. We'll be fine. Has that always been there? I haven't noticed it. That might just be a thing. You know what? Hang on. I changed it. So now it auto-selects into Mark III belts. I'm trying to think of like the order of operations here, because if I do this wrong, it's going to end up as an absolute spider web. Might end up being fine. Maybe. Okay, so that wires up all of that. That's copper, which we're going to need eventually, but we don't need right now. Two of those. Come on. I want to also make sure that I like start pulling this because we are going to need plenty of quartz later. $120 and $120, so that's $240, so everything should be a Mark III. I don't know why that keeps clicking the way it does, but that should be right. Oh, overshot. Actually, fair point. That should be 3 wide, and I didn't account for that. Okay. There. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4. Foundations. I should probably put this as a number 4, shouldn't I? That way it's easier. Now how many up does that need to go? 2 might actually be enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So about here. It'll take some getting used to from that one. Ah, it's beautiful. Just high enough. So this line, because this is going to be the main north, south, east, west line, this should be 3 wide. So I'm going to need to move this. I'm going to keep that there for now, because that might actually be useful later on. And then this... I put you there, are you going to play nice? And also, how do I get the other conveyors to, like, merge in? Because that would be... This is what I was referencing when I said there was going to be a spider web of disasters. No, that one. I meant to do straight construction mode, not changing the type. Swapped it a little bit too far. That looks worse. Good enough. Okay, so that sweeps over there. This one... See, they don't... We don't have the curved option yet. I mean, honestly, by the time this even starts kicking up, Satisfactory 1.1 is going to be out, and I'll have it. But in the meantime, yeah, that to that, that to that. That is going to kick up. Okay, we're figuring stuff out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, it's almost like I tried to plan out the thing. And, you know, how about instead of it dipping back down, what if it just continues in a line? Since it's going to have to... So what'd I say? That's a 120. And this whole thing is just to bring a 120 to our production. think what I'm going to do first off is I'm going to grab more copper sheets. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab more of them because we should probably work on getting the water here before everything else, on account of I can elevate conveyor pipes. I do not know how to elevate water pipes. And the other issue is that I need to mark where these are going to have an exit. Because what fucked me up last time was I didn't mark where the exit was. And then I built pipes and everything over the exits to the refineries. And la-di-da, ended up almost screwing myself. That should be about right. That'll work. Lift Mark 2. Definitely Lift Mark 2. Copper sheeting. Do I have just quartz in my thing here? I do have raw quartz. Let's head over to our fuel depot, because I want to grab an extra container or two of fuel. I mean, I know it should only be making like 15 per minute. But, they just keyed up. So they're producing the compacted coal go to these guys. Something ain't right. Yeah, sulfur. Is the polymer resin holding us up? That's probably it, isn't it? It is. Somehow we're making too much resin. Too much. Okay, I can fix this. You are a splitter. On the other side of you, there's that. Got an idea. Also, are you iron? Why haven't I used you? Well, first off, you're impure, so you kind of suck. Okay. Going to install a smart splitter. That. And to figure out where other iron. Okay, so yeah, that's about there. It's gonna be that hole. That one? No. You see, this is what's driving me batty. Number one, get back up. Put in a hole so that I can figure out where to merge in everything that's coming out of the thing. There. This is right on top of the thing. That one. Ha! Need to build the lift going the right way. That would freaking help. That way, that should go that way. Okay. Hopefully this fixes the issue that we've slowly been running into that I haven't noticed until now because I am absolute crap. And also, let's face it, I left the thing running for like 5 hours unsupervised, and that probably contributed a little bit to the backup, and that probably... issues. You think you make enough redundancies, and then you miss one little detail. So... well, that killed our momentum. You're not going to have any turbo fuel. Why are those things fucking turning off if you're... I'm going to slap the ever-living bullshit out of your face. Okay. Conveyor lift. That. Okay, so the polymer resin should be flowing, which means that we should be eating up all of the residual fuel at the right rate, which means that we should be producing fuel at the right rate, which means that we should be making polymer resin at the right rate, which means that we should be consuming it with the freaking things over here at the right rate. Okay, you, how much do you... nope, that's... these make the resin. Okay, resin's going down. Slowly. Okay, the resin goes down. The plastic. Where? Resin gets turned into plastic here. And it's eating the overflow, so that means that it's only eating what these are putting out that we don't need for these, because these eat 60 per minute. We have 3 of these, so that's 60 per minute. So that's going to basically purge the system. I think we fixed it. Maybe we fixed it. Let me up. Green lights, green lights, green lights, green lights, green lights. That's red. Why are you red? That's red too. Okay, that went green. Now that went red. Come on, you son of a bitch. That filled appropriately. Oh yeah, we should be good. We should be good. Fuel. Huh. Valve. Yes. The other one. Okay, so that's the in pipe. That flows that way. Goes that way. Goes that way. I'm not sure that's going to fix those issues, but it did something. Right, I wanted to get the water. Because water is going to be easy enough to do. I should only need to run those pipes one time. Getting the iron over there gonna be a little bit of a problem. This is still making stuff. How many industrials? On the bright side, we got us a bunch of industrial beams ready to go. And that's still full, and of course that's got a main line. Alright, let's go find our water line. Cozy. Tour wall. And on each side here, oh fucking hell. How fucking much? 20 water. So I would need at least 2. At least 2, potentially 3 full veins. Okay, let's power up the south side pumps and get those operational, I guess. Wrong thing. Bu- 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 This is going to be a long project. I'm going to call that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. there. And then I'm going to throw 2 of the basic stackers. Those. How low is that? And that's got 50 lift, so we should still be well in range. Better. For now, I'm going to take 2 across, and we're going to see how this works out. It's probably not. I probably built all those other things for a reason. I do, however, have a kind of interesting idea for how to muscle it around to the other side. Although we might not need it. So that should be what there. That might just work out. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. there. In theory, this works. And there's a very good reason I'm saying in theory. It's because I'm not entirely sure it will. And then, like, we still gotta get all the way up. Which, considering the water will be at, like, its highest over there, I might throw a tier 2 pump on it back there. I got it backwards. That should be there. That should be there. Erase these. So much logistics, so little time. And like we're still not even fully at hooking up the iron. I need more plastic. Do I have more plastic in my storage bins, or is all of my plastic gone? plastic. I have resin, but I don't think I can make plastic by hand. Is there anything I can do with this? I would need 47 of the weird triangular bits. How many of the weird triangular bits do I either have or that I can make? I'm just taking as much random bits and bobs so that I can throw them into my stacks. Make as much reanimated SAM. Hopefully I can make a SAM fluctuator. Hopefully I can use all that to purchase an upgrade and get another stack. Do I have just enough? We shall see, we shall see, oh lordy, we shall see. Just shy. And I would need orbs. I had orbs, didn't I? Did I throw them in here? Yep. Throw the random junky stuff in there. So number one, I need plastic. Mercer sphere in the dirt. More iron. Well, the good news is, if I do end up needing more iron, and I probably will, I at least know there's more in the desert, buried in the sand. That's an odd structural pattern on the rock pillar that was off to the left. Very grid-like. See, this is part of why I didn't want to, like, shut this area down. Because right now, this is producing plenty of plastic and stuff that we can just use. That's gonna get eaten, that's gonna get eaten, and that's gonna get eaten, and that's gonna get eaten, and that's gonna get eaten. I should put a line that, like, goes up the mountain. That way I can just zoom up there if I want to head toward the crossing that we made. I am going to zip over to where our SAM storage is, and I'm just going to grab a ton of those. Because I want to make more fluctuators and stuff so that we can put more stuff into our dimensional storage. Because I don't particularly, like, need it, but it is becoming increasingly convenient. Spidey, I don't know where the hell you are, and I don't care. Just don't bite me. Ended up in the rock. Always fun. Wait for it. There is a method to my madness here. Hold on. It's that. And it's that. And then I can get more stacks. fun part about using the belts is that the belts give you a pretty good boost. One tank of gas can get you pretty far. Don't have space in inventory. That would be a problem. Okay. You go to Alien Tech. Stack increased by 1.
Dimensional expansion increased to 200%. Refining manipulation of SAM allows us to now deconstruct non-living matter down to its atomic components in one dimension, and store it in basic bound states in another.
We do not resonate with the tribute song. Do not worship at the window. Desecrate our temple gifts. This shallow serenade is sour and salt.
My intention was not to encroach, if that is what upsets you, nor was it to dispose of material I do not waste.
Interesting. Okay, so we would need 2 more Mercer spheres. But we can now stack even more stuff. More room for stuff. I'm just gonna like compound all of this into reanimated SAM first. All of that SAM, and it makes basically no fluctuators. On the bright side, it does build pretty quick. And I can compact those into actual fluctuators. Just to free up some inventory space. That can go in there. That can go in there. That can go in there. Okay. So I'm gonna grab more steel pipes. Just because we're running a bit tight on them. All of this, and it feels like we've barely done anything in 2 hours. What the hell? Which I know isn't true. We've done quite a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Oh, not there. One, two, three, four, five, 6. Maybe not there. Okay. Pipeline Mark II. Now, the part that concerns me is that I'm pretty sure this layer was built about 5 off the ground. The one above us was made probably another 10 layers up, at least. Yeah. 10 and a little bit. So if we do put pipeline pumps at the highest point over there, they should have just enough kick. And we do not have enough copper sheets. Actually, hang on. We're going to throw that in there first, and then we'll throw that in there. Do. It is concerning that Ada is like talking to the intelligent metal. I'm not sure how I feel about that. How far did I say these go? 35? 1, 2... Hold on. So we start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 30, 35. Okay. Because I'm going to put one on the other side too. If there's enough space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Ha! Blueprints. Foundations. doubt there's room enough for another. Count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. That wasn't a full 10. I don't think that's a full 10. Okay, so it was. So it's 22, that's 32, 33, 34, 35. The end of that is a center. And just put the foundation bits on this side. Now I can take the blueprint. And now I can quite comfortably make it up top. That's where I want it to be. Would be nice if it could reach that far. Oh, did I put that? I did, didn't I? That's off center. Dang it. This game really is something else. So scenic. Double wall. That powers those. Powers those. Logistics, pipeline. All of those are piped in. Everything should be good to go. Alright then, $1 million question. Will it start going up? Okay, we got water pressure. Boys, I think it's working. I do believe that we have water pressure. Tis a happy day. Oh yeah. She's a pumpin'. Yeah. Didn't even have to go all the way up. Okay, so how much water does he... I think I said 20? Yeah, it would have had to been about 20. Oh crap, that was my arm. Oh, that hurt. Okay, so 20 cubic water per minute. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So that means we've got 60 extra water. So 30 water can get sucked into over here. Not entirely surprised that the water hasn't made it here yet. So. Pipeline, hole in floor. Gonna have the primary pipe go here. Not a hole in the wall. There. Pipe junction. That goes there. That goes there. That goes there. That goes there. Let's see what I'm going for. I'm making them in groups of 3. Mr. Bean. Two. I'm kind of concerned now because I would have thought that the water would catch up. pipeline junctions. Find the sweet spot. Find the sweet spot. Whew. Oh yeah, speaking of stuff that happened in gaming, the Elite Dangerous community goal is finally over, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. Skull and Bones, I'm still working on a bunch of shit. This afternoon I've got to get my pieces of 8 out of all of my manufactories, which is going to take a year and a half. Also got to end up doing Helldiver stuff at some point, because I'm really close to getting all the War Bond rewards out of that. Okay, what the hell's going on in my water system? Okay, no water. Water, no water, no water, no water, no water. Ah, that would explain it. I missed a section. Now, moment of truth. Did putting the pipeline pump way back there enable this to work the way I wanted it to? Oh, she's expanding. She's taking on pressure, boys. She's taking on pressure. Okay, so that is a Mark II. Yep, that's the rest of it catching up. We might be in business. Gentlemen, we might just be in business. So I remember now that I wanted to put a power switch on those the water pumps, because the water pumps, like, I want to make sure if anything ever happens to our production lines, I want to make sure that we can restart it with minimum hassle. Like, you flip a bunch of power switches, kill all of the auxiliary stuff, and eventually what you end up having is an isolated power grid trying to build itself. So right here, yeah, it looks like our fuel system has worked itself out. Okay, so currently that's on. Currently those are getting power. We've officially hit the 2-hour mark, so I gotta get going, even though we haven't gotten any iron. Don't even want to bother trying with that. Okay. So next time we're going to have to work on iron. Babylon Stream 18. Okay. So here's the plan. This weekend, I'm doing a bonus stream Saturday morning at around 5 a.m. It might have to be 5:30, it might be 6, but somewhere in the window of like 5 to 6 a.m., I'll be going live with Witcher 3. And we're going to do a longer stream in the neighborhood of 4 to 6 hours. Depends what quests we get up to, what stuff we're doing. So that's going to be Witcher 3. Tuesday, Satisfactory 1.1 comes out. Now I am working Monday night into Tuesday. I don't know when the update comes out. I don't know how long that's going to take to patch the files. Hopefully on Tuesday I'll be able to play Satisfactory 1.1 in the morning. If 1.1 is not out, like, by the time I get off work, what we're going to end up doing instead is more Dredge. Thursday, Tuesday's stream is going to be around 8 a.m. as usual. Thursday of next week around 8 a.m. it's a bit of a toss-up, really. If we do Satisfactory on Tuesday, we may or may not do it on Thursday. Again, I'm kind of in a dredging thing where I really want to play Dredge. I also really want to do Helldivers. I kind of want to do more of that on stream, but doing that on stream means I'm not looking at chat as much. And then next weekend I also have off, so that's probably going to be another bonus stream Saturday morning at around 7 a.m. I'm going to say Saturday morning of next week. Going to keep it still on the longer side, but a little bit shorter than what we'll be doing this weekend. So, that's the plan for the foreseeable future. Take care, everyone. Stay safe. I'm still working on uploading videos to the YouTube channel. Link for that is in the About section. I also really want to get into Supermarket Simulator. God, I haven't gotten... Maybe I'll do that next week. I don't fucking know. There's too many games. This is why I wish I was a full-time streamer. If I was a full-time streamer, I'd have all the time in the world to do this. But... take care. Stay safe. I'll catch you later. I gotta sort out my head and get caught up on everything else I've got to do. Ciao, guys. Stay safe.